You are watching CIO TV by Enterprise IT World, a production of Accent Info Media.
Hello and welcome to CIOTV.live. This is final day, day 5 at Gitex. And we have been speaking to the thought leaders, creators, developers to get their sense of the market, starting from cyber security to artificial intelligence to cloud computing, data centers, so on and so forth. And we're meeting people from different parts of the world. And now I have Sergey Ozhegov, the CEO of SearchInform. SearchInform is a Moscow-based data security company which provides data loss prevention and data classification and employee management. Sergey, thank you very much for taking time out and speaking to CIOTV.live.
Thank you for inviting.
Okay, to start with, as given to understand, SearchInform is a DLP and a data classification company and based out of Moscow. Can you take us very quickly through the journey from Moscow to Middle East to other parts?
Okay, we are a Moscow-based company. We develop a product related to data loss prevention, data classification, employee monitoring solution, and we were operating on this region for more than 5 years. But now we see that the digitalization processes requires more and more company to protect their digitalized data, and not all of them have an opportunity to hire mature security specialists who will do this internally in the company. So we decided this year to start local-based managed security service provider who will deal with the UAE company, probably with some Saudi Arabian companies where the topic of DLP and data classification is very hot right now. So the idea is to cover as many companies which don't have options to create a mature information security department, but they still have data which needs to be protected. They dealing with their employees, which sometimes can harm the business through the corporate fraud and so on and so on. So this is the main focus of our Dubai company, Dubai representative office, to be a local managed security service provider for the local company. So that's absolutely local story for the particular country and nearest one.
How are you different? And DLP is very crowded market. The other one, data classification, employee monitoring, there are hundreds of companies. How are you different from others? What are your competitive advantages?
It's honestly saying it's not 100 of them. If we look at the key players and at the DLP market, there could be 7-10 key players. If we talk about data classification, there are even less. I'd say there are 5 maximum key players. One of the main advantages of our product is that we do both at the same platform, at the same one agent. So company does not need to buy DLP from one vendor, data classification from the other, employee monitoring or productivity monitoring from third vendor, and then combine somehow. We provide the platform which covers all that aspects with one agent, from one place, from one interface. So that's very easier for company to deal just with one vendor. But if we talk about product, I don't see any vendors from DLP or from data classification who go to become MSSP. Every vendor just following classic approach, selling their licenses to the end users through the resellers and distributors. We did MSSP not only in UAE, we already run this business in Malaysia, we already run this business in UK, we already have the same business in Indonesia. So we do understand that there is an approach which no one does. You were absolutely right. The market is crowded, everybody trying to show that he is the best one. So our strategic plan, why should we, be in a crowded market? Let's be the first one, and then probably others will follow us to see that the service is the future of the products. So professionals like we are, we know our product very well, we know what the customer do with our product, and after like 5-10 years operating on different markets, we feel ourselves powerful enough to become a service provider.
You are into a space, as far as your route to market is concerned, MSSP, which is pretty new, it is not matured yet. People are jumping in the bandwagon. Which are the MSSPs that you are working with in this region?
No, the idea of this is that we are MSSP. But right now there are many managed security service providers on the market. But if you look closer at them, they all focus on SOC, Security Operations Center, which is actually DLP, XDR, all those tools which protect company from external threats, from the hackers, malware, and so on and so on. So most of the MSSP, all of the MSSP on the market right now, they focus on SOC. But what we're saying, okay, we're not dealing with the external threat. There are many good players there with the good products. We focus on MSSP, particular for data loss prevention, for data classification, for internal threat mitigation. And our analysis shows that there is no such players so far. And specifically, there is no such players who are the vendor of the product, who do this on their own product. I believe that if you, let's say, have a Mercedes, you'll be happy to deliver parts for it directly from the factory of Mercedes, not from the dealer who deliver it through the many channels and so on and so on. So that's the beauty of it, when the vendor does the service himself.
Okay, you said that you yourself is also MSSP,
Yeah.
right? And you are also looking at other MSSPs to partner with.
Yeah, that's the strategic plan, to go to talk to MSSP who dealing with external threats mitigation and to offer them collaboration, because the security actually consists of two parts. That's security against malware, hackers attack, DDoS attacks, which is taking place, obviously. And there is another risk, is the internal guys. And statistically, if you look at most of recent cases about data breaches through hackers and different malwares, there is always someone inside who help that to happen. Okay, that could be social engineering somehow. You receive email with some attachment, you don't understand who this come from, you just click on attachment, this is it. Without you, not particularly you of course, but without the person inside the company, it's very hard to penetrate its secured network. But as soon as you have someone inside already, then it becomes super easy. So companies should focus on both aspects to protect themselves from insiders also.
Sergey, I'll take you to a different mode altogether. I don't know whether you are tracking this market or not. If you look at the growth perspective, this market is not doing well. It is growing at 4-5% in terms of its GDP. But if you look at Asia Pacific market, which is much bigger in terms of growth, and particularly India. So do you have any plan for India as well?
Right now, the main focus is on this region. And yeah, you're absolutely right. The market does not grow that much, but it's an average. If you look in particular areas, the growth is way more bigger than like 5%. In general, in the math minimum it is 5%, but in some particular areas, the growth is much bigger. Regarding India, we understand that it is a huge market with a huge potential. But right now, the service which we deliver to the customers is really depend on the language, because analysts who work with our software to do the reports for the customers, they deal with the native language. And this is why every time we come to the country with MSSP, that's a local-based company, because we hire local people who understand like local language. So right now we would like to have to start like 5 countries every year, but we have limited resources, human resources who can do this. We already started like 3 projects this year. As I said, it was Malaysia, Indonesia, and UAE. This is what we did within this year. We'll see. Next year we will probably focusing on getting them more and more efficient and more profitable. But if we find a good partner who is ready to do such a service with us, or we can teach the company how to do that service, because right now we actually have all 3 options running right now. In UAE, we have our own MSSP, which belongs to us. In Malaysia, we had a partner who used to be our dealer for the licenses, and we offered him, let's do a joint venture together and start another business, like a spin-off for your company. So that's a partnership story. In Indonesia, we also had a partner. We give him this idea, why don't you become a MSSP? Maybe you want to become with us, do a joint venture. He said, no, I'm pretty good with my finance. I'll do it myself. Just teach me how to do this. Explain me everything, how to do such a business, and I'll do it myself. Which is for us is still good, as we deliver the product to each of these businesses. So India is super interested. If we could find a partner who does understand this market very well, we will be happy to have some partnership, either joint venture with him or just to help him start this business on his own. But next year, hopefully, we'll be there.
Okay, last and final question to you. How much of spend you are making in this region as far as branding is concerned? Because it all boils down to your visibility in the market. You are discussed in the market, and the partner likes to know what is the kind of activities that you are doing with the customers, those who will be buying your products.
We have marketing plan and we have PR plan. We, as I said, we just started this MSSP. Recently, we had a big interview in Arabian Business magazine. So we have for next 6 months already prepared plan, and this plan has at least 3, 4, 5 articles or something per month. But I believe then that in a month we will have more cases for the media when we start doing first clients. So it will be more news about that company start using that service, this company. So that's a plan which we supposed to follow.
Sergey, maybe I can extend one more question. Given you can avoid this one, but this is very important. Being a Russian company, how are you impacted by this geopolitical situation? I know it's not advantage, but do you find some ray of hope?
Unfortunately, geopolitical situation is changing super fast. We try not to be involved in it somehow. Of course, it is affect us. The sanctions make the business a bit more complicated, but not that seriously. I mean, we never been so strong in Europe, US, and let's say Australia. Neither before this situation with Ukraine or Crimea. So their market quite complicated to enter. So our focus right now on those countries who does not really depend on those sanctions. I mean, Indonesia have no problem working with Russians and all those. So we looking at the country if they are not.
Those are neutral. Actually.
Yeah, if they're neutrality, so okay, let's go and do this. And what I see so far, what is good about that sanctioning situation, that many countries right now understand that to be dependent on just one vendor or vendors from one country, let's say like US, they can, in one time lock everything for you. So digital independence become a topic on the level of the government in many countries. They want to diversification of the technologies from different countries, so they not dependent on one particular country or the particular stack of the products which comes from one region, and just in case, Cisco will turn it off, Microsoft will turn it off, and you are in trouble. So I believe that sanctions made many people start thinking about digital independence or somehow diversification.
All right, Sergey, thank you very much for taking time out, coming to our booth, speaking to the entire audience about your value proposition that you are offering in these three areas, DLP, data classification, and employee monitoring. Wish you all the best. Get good clients, good leads out of this expo. Thank you
Very much. Thank you very much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Sergey Ozhegov, CEO, SearchInform, and they are obviously a very good, promising company in this region, and their route to market is MSSP. If you are interested in working with them, please contact them, or you can drop a mail to me. My mail ID will be given at the end of this conversation. Thank you for watching.